Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Okawville High School. 11 minutes to go before Woodlawn and New Athens tangle here in the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. More importantly, at the Okawville Post-Thanksgiving Tournament. Denny Czerwinski alongside with Chris Hugo here on the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder that will build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty and financing available, then a Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. The Woodlawn Cardinals, as we said, out with the old, in with the new. As far as uniforms are concerned, they have some new threads this year. They're busting out the road reds tonight. But, Chris, one last time, we'll talk about last year coming into this year. And the one thing about this program and this 4-year run is the fact when a group of seniors leave the program, other players step up or step in the new roles in the last 4 years for this program to achieve the heights they have. This is the program that's replacing 2 players, 100 wins, 2 state trophies, 3 super sectional appearances. It's going to be tough to replace those, but it seems like players plug into those holes very nicely in the last 4 years. Well, and I think that's the same, and not just in the past 4 years. It's always been great about Woodlawn. I mean, since the 4th-class expansion, that's really what's shed some light on the western force of Jefferson County. And the Woodlawn Cardinals, if you take a look at them this year, sure, they're without Dawson Berheim, sure, they're without Josh Wiggs, a couple of 1,000-point scorers, but you return, now hard to believe, a junior in the form of Gabe Owens. You have Christian Hollenkamp, a senior out there, who are expected to fill multiple voids. You have Jason Haitman, a sophomore. And he is an example of somebody that can come in and fill a couple of roles, and how they keep reloading in Woodlawn. I mean, there are so many other players we can speak of. Chris Harlow now a junior. But you also look to the incoming freshman who played for Matt Patterson there at the grade school level for the Warriors. Ryan Richardson and Bryson Sanders, who both dressed for this varsity team. It is going to be a program. It is not a team. This is a program. One is going to continue to rebuild year after year and find a way to be competitive in Class 1A. And this Woodlawn team, of course, graduated, as we mentioned, Berheim and Weeks, but we'll bring back from the starting lineup. When you bring back 3 players from a team that finished 3rd in state in the likes of Owens, Hollenkamp, and Webb, you're going to get some ink that way just because of returning starters. But again, like last year, everybody knows what those 3 can do. It's time for somebody to step up and mention those names. It may be now in November, by the time we get to February, maybe into March, other players that may not play tonight might be stepping up at that point, the way Shane Whistle runs his program. Well, and he's run it very effectively. It has the trophies and the hardware to prove it. This year looking for a 4th straight sectional crown, and the wins just keep on coming for Shane Whistle and Woodlawn. And with Scott Owens to the side, a couple of guys that know how to win, you just have to wonder, when will somebody finally knock the Woodlawn Cardinals off? Will it be this year? We don't know because we haven't seen the postseason pairings yet or assignments yet, and that usually gives you a pretty good indication. Of course, the games still have to be played, but that said, if the Woodlawn Cardinals continue to go north, you have to like their chances, especially with St. Anthony out of Effingham remaining in Class 2A. And the Woodlawn Cardinals, again, rated in a very solidly filled Illinois bracket as far as Class 1A basketball in the AP poll. The Meridian Bobcats are ranked number 1 in the state. The Okawville Rockets, the hosts of this tournament, ranked number 3 in the state. And the Woodlawn Cardinals, also in this tournament, ranked number 5 as we begin this 2011-2012 season. Chris and I need to step out for another break. When we come back, we'll discuss the New Athens Yellow Jackets in this Okawville Post-Thanksgiving Tournament, all the teams participating in it. You are listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Warm up to the holiday savings at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Newell Furniture has new lazy-boy recliners, glide rockers, TV consoles, Paula D, and more. All holiday sale price with free financing available. Plus buy one, get one half price on all your favorites at the General Store. Merry Christmas from Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Newell's is everyone's favorite Santa.
Are you tired of being charged unnecessary fees by other banks in our area? Hi, this is Melody True at People's National Bank. With our customer-friendly products such as free checking, Saluki checking, Visa check cards, online banking, bill pay, and much more, People's National Bank is proud to offer our customers the products they deserve. Stop by one of our People's National Bank locations or visit us online at peoplesnationalbank.com and see what banking with a family-owned community bank is all about. People's National Bank, member FDIC, non-usage fees may apply.
Sensor Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sensor Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sensor Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sensor, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. This pregame show brought to you by Coach House Garages. If you're in need of a garage to protect your car or prized possessions, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. And Chris, we look across the floor at the new Athens Yellow Jackets warming up, a team that in the last few years, young talent, one player remains in Ingalls, but a team that we looked at 2 years ago here thinking that team's got potential to do some things, hasn't really done that, and yet they've lost that talent, and now back here at Okawville again, maybe a team looking at youth as a resurgence here in their program.
Well, this is a team, Denny, that really just kind of seemed to set their goals for a Central Holiday Tournament championship a couple of years back, and as we talked about off the year, just haven't really done much since until they played the Woodlawn Cardinals. Cardinals in their first game of the year last year, as we all know, played Valmeyer 102-52. Next night had to come back here against the Yellow Jackets, and Vince Keeper and the Yellow Jackets really gave Dawson Fairhine, Josh Wicks, and the Cardinals a great scare here on this very floor. But you take a look at Ingalls, who seems like he's been there for quite a while, and he's finally a senior, and really the only player left out of that machine that they were producing there for about 3 or 4 years. And when you take a look at these Yellow Jackets here tonight, you have to wonder what they're going to be made of. I know they played, I believe, Okawville last night, and I cannot remember the score off the top of my head to that one. I know Okawville won it going away, but you take a look here tonight, wonder if they're going to play up against the Cardinals again, because as we all know, though Okawville made 2 super sectional appearances in the first 4 years of the four-pack system, it is Woodlawn that actually has a target on their back in Class 1A.
Well, New Athens, to kind of put things in perspective, opened up their season last Tuesday night with a home win against the Waltonville Spartans 61-53, and then, of course, lose here last night to Okawville in the opening night of this tournament. There will be another game here this evening. Valmeyer will play Okawville. That game will follow us right here on WMIX. Tomorrow night, we'll be back here for Game 2. The first game is Okawville versus Marissa. But in Game 2, Chris and I will return to Okawville, or as Woodlawn will play Valmeyer at 7:30. And on Thursday night, we'll be back here again. 6 o'clock is Valmeyer New Athens, but the game we'll be broadcasting is Marissa and Woodlawn at 7:30. And then on Friday night, 6 p.m. is New Athens and Marissa. And then one of the matchups that everybody's looking forward to this early stage of the year, Woodlawn versus Okawville. That game will be on the V, 104.7, our sister station out of Nashville. As both teams start to warm up, that'll give you what we're doing this week. So if you're a Woodlawn fan, every game this week you can hear either on WMIX or the V, 104.7 FM out of Nashville. Both these teams warm up and get ready to go. Okawville has hosted this tournament, Chris, for several years, and we always are very appreciative of John Krause, the athletic director and head boys basketball coach, and the staff and faculty here, because they treat us very well here every time we come over here.
Well, and they do, and we're very blessed to be treated well everywhere we go, regardless of where we may end up, but we end up in quite a few places over the course of the basketball season. And, it's fitting that you mentioned the V104.7. Of course, we're sharing the wealth and offering Okawville Rockets coverage right here on WMIX after this game, but between all of our stations, we do a lot of basketball each and every year, and this season proves to be no different as we're trying for 30 showcase games this year before we even get to the postseason. A lot of girls coverage, more than we've done before in the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. We've already got 3 girls games in, and looking forward to doing quite a bit more. And as you take a look at this game here tonight, this might have been the one that was most intriguing for me right out of the gate, because this is going to be the game that obviously, blah, 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 sets the tone for the week. We all know how cliche that may be, but it's true. Again, we can't mention enough how often the Yellow Jackets have played up to the Woodlawn Cardinals, and we are anxious to see if tonight will be any different.
Woodlawn, New Athens warming up. We need to step out for a final break. The Coach House Garage's pregame show. When we come back on the other side, the starting lineup and the opening tip of this game between Woodlawn and New Athens. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
It's amazing how versatile the Saturday Sports Show has become. What do you mean you slept in last week? Set your alarm for 8:08 this Saturday morning and tune your radio to AM 940. More Mount Vernon Rams talk, more Jefferson County talk, and more amped-up coverage of Southern Illinois sports. Hear from the best coaches, experts, and sports know-it-alls available. Sports talk worth waking up for. Saturday mornings from 8:08 till 10 a.m. on WMIX AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Hey, this is Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches, located at 418 East Main Street, a half a block from the Benton High School. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 3. We provide custom screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, vehicle lettering, vehicle wraps. If you want it printed on, we probably do it.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. You're the big man, Big Dave. A call at All Stars and Stitches, 435-555-555.
By the way, what was that phone number again?
435-555-555.
Face it, life can be very complicated. You need to simplify, streamline, and save time wherever you can. Consider your financial and money management. Most families have multiple checking accounts, multiple incomes, savings accounts, mortgages, and more. Thankfully, at People's National Bank, things can be much simpler with just one app, PNB To Go. With PNB To Go, you can pay your bills, make transfers between your accounts, check your balances, and much more. Best of all, PNB To Go is free. Download the PNB To Go app today.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, wireless carrier fees may apply.
Car insurance with personal service at no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there.
This is 50,000 watts of the award-winning Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Welcome back to Okawville High School, Lutterville Gymnasium. Woodlawn and New Athens getting ready to go. We need to give you the People's National Bank starting lineup. Have instant access to your account anytime, anywhere with online banking from People's National Bank. Log on to peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC and equal housing lender. The starting lineup is Mr. Hugo for the New Athens Yellow Jackets. Oddly enough, no positions in the program, so we're going to give you in numerical order. The Yellow Jackets, coached by Mark DeWard, will feature number 14, Chance Wacker, also number 23, Brendan Schulte. Blake Ragland, who wears number 30, will get a start tonight for the Yellow Jackets, as well number 34, Adam Ingalls, and number 42, Tyler Meyer. That's lineup brought to you by People's National Bank. Stop by People's National Bank and let them remind you what banking with a local family-owned bank is all about. Visit a branch near you or log in to peoplesnationalbank.com. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and let's meet the starting lineup for the Woodlawn Cardinals. Now, some familiar faces for Shane Whistle's Woodlawn Cardinals, who finished third place last year in Class 1A. Number 15, A.J. Webb, will get a start as the guard, as well Gabe Owens, who wears number 22. One of the forwards tonight will be number 30, Christian Hollenkamp. Another will be number 33, Chris Harlow. And they also expect big things tonight out of number 31, Jason Haven. Those starting lineups brought to you by People's National Bank. And for a 6 o'clock game on a Tuesday evening, a very nice crowd has made the journey west on 64-15 by the Woodlawn faithful to our right, dressed out in a lot of red. The Cardinals, of course, that we mentioned in new threads this year, road red uniforms. More of a sleeker look than what we've seen in the past, the newer style uniforms. Red trimmed in white with the white numerals trimmed in blue. The Yellow Jackets will go with white home jerseys trimmed in purple and yellow. Your officiating crew tonight from DuPois, Dallas Bigham, Ray Bates from Cesar, and Bob Conti from DuPois. And Chris, they're here every year on this day as long as you and I have been coming over here, as far as I can remember. Both teams will come to the center circle here as they will line up. Christian Hollenkamp's going to jump center against Adam Ingalls, who we make a joke and a reference, but it seems like Mr. Ingalls has been there forever at New Athens High School. And we're going to have a stoppage of play as Mark Durward, the Waterloo Chabot graduate, wanted his defense set a little differently. Woodlawn will control the tap, and Hateman will man the point. but we'll give off to Gabe Owens. New Athens will start off in a man-to-man. Harlow and Hateman on the left side. Holds. Now dribbles once to Hollenkamp. Thought about a three. Passes to Webb. Webb right wing to Harlow. Harlow guarded deeply by Ragland. Now gives it to Owens, top the key to Hateman, left corner to Webb. Webb holds in the corner. Back out front, Hollenkamp drives down the lane. Dishes out right side, Hateman. Hateman dribbles, now back to Harlow. Defense for New Athens, man-to-man, pretty salty here early. Webb to Hateman, back to Owens. Woodlawn will bring it back out front. New Athens has picked up man-to-man. Harlow goes at left wing to Hateman. Hateman holds back out top of the key. Hollenkamp, that three out of the way is good. Christian Hollenkamp begins the season like he ended last year with a three. The Cardinals jump out early, 3-zip. That's a classic, get everybody a touch in the first possession, see how things are going to flow around the perimeter. Hollenkamp found himself wide open up top, nothing he can do but drain the shot. Trademark Cardinals defense, they will open a man-to-man. New Athens with a basketball. Wacker on the wing, picks up the dribble, throws the top of the key. Ragland for a 17-footer off the iron. Ball goes to the floor, and Harlow gets the rebound. Owens will bring it into the front court, right-handed dribble to the right side around a Harlow screen. Harlow off the screen and roll. Shot from 17, long off the iron, rebounded by Meyer for New Athens. Ingles will bring it up into the front court. Last year of play here at Luxaville Gymnasium before they move into a 2,400-seat building to our left. The Yellow Jackets with it, reverse it around the right corner to Ingles. Inside on the right block is Ragland. Stolen away, here come the Cardinals. Owens with a basketball will dribble into the front court. He'll hold up two fingers. Throws it to Harlow, now to Hateman on the left wing. Hateman will dribble to Webb, top of the key. 6:15 to go in the first. 3-0 Woodlawn. Owens for a three off the screen, good. We'll see a lot of that this year, Chris. Owens and Hollenkamp shooting threes. Well, we've seen some outside shooting so far. That kind of becomes a concern because you don't want to see it live by or die by the three. Quickly the other way. Eagles faces the layup. Hollenkamp got in his way. Rebounded by Hollenkamp to Owens. Up court to Webb. Dishes to Harlow. Down the lane. Shot below good. Harlow with the board back up and in. Chris Harlow. Hollywood gets that rebound and put back. And quickly, Woodlawn up 8-0 with 5:45 to go in the first quarter. And Chris, a great start for the Cardinals here. Up 8-0 on New Athens. Well, that's great because that live by the three, die by the three. Tier has been 12. Getting to see somewhat of a high-low there from the Cardinals, some inside offense. And credit Chris Harlow there for the patience to not only look for his shot down low, able to get that offensive rebound after the miss, and then the wherewithal to be able to stick it back like that to make it an 8-0 run. Community First Bank of the Heartland is your sponsor for tonight's ball game. You're not a number of credit score at Community First Bank of the Heartland. You're a person or business with needs, and through the good, the bad, Community First Bank of the Heartland will stand by you. It's 8-0 Woodlawn. Of course, remember last year in the opening game of the year, Woodlawn scored 102 points on Valmeyer, running away to victory and 30 wins and a third-place finish in Class 1A. New Athens has the basketball. Of course, they played last night. Lost, come in with a record of 1-1. On the left wing is Ingles, a returning starter. Throws it right elbow to Meyer. Meyer down the paint, slapped away by Harlow, but the referee says Harlow drew too much of the hand. Community First Bank with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else. Locally owned with decisions made here. Proud supporters of Jefferson County with locations in Ida, Dix, 2 branches in Mount Vernon, and of course in Woodlawn. Inbound, New Athens has it in the left corner. Stolte drives the paint. Shot blocked by Harlow. I should say Hollenkamp to Owens. Owens corrals the dribble into the front court. Comes down the lane, left corner kick to Harlow. He drives left baseline. He's pushed out of bounds by Blake Ragland of New Athens. That'll be his first foul. 1 even. 1 apiece for both teams. Kind of sent some jitters early on from the Yellow Jackets. If you don't see that from the Cardinals, they're poised, ready to go, and want this season to start today. Box set for the Cardinals. Owens inbounds in front of us on the stage. The Haven, left corner, shot off the iron, no good. Rebounded by New Athens. The Yellow Jackets come the other way. Wacker into the front court, throws in the corner, stolen by Webb. It's going to be a 2-on-1, maybe a 2-on-3. Haven down the lane, backside of Webb, off the glass, no good. Shot it short, ball tipped out of bounds by Owens. And it'll be New Athens basketball. Remember to stay tuned for tonight's Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. As of now, New Athens still looking for their first points of the game. They trail by 8. 8-0. Now they throw inside to Meyer. Goes up for the shot. Blocked again by Hollenkamp. Ball rebounded by Meyer. Blocked again by Hollenkamp. Goes out of bounds off Christian. And it'll remain New Athens basketball under their own bucket. We're doing a great job at the headband Danny early on, so no need to switch yet. But it's interesting to see how effective it's been. Normally, you don't see such crisp man play by teams to start the season.
that just gives you a glimpse of how well coached the Cardinals are.
Inbound, the Jackets have reversed it around the wing. Now they get in the right corner to Stolte, drives, ball kick. And you mentioned the Woodlawn defense, a trademark of Shane Whistle's team long before this 4-year run, but recently getting the pub and the press for the way the Cardinals play defense. Side out of bounds in front of the Woodlawn side of the gym. They get it into Ingles. Ingles is guarded by Hateman, and he'll throw it in the corner to Stolte. Stolte, guarded by Webb, picks up his dribble. They throw inside to Meyer. Spin shot over Hollenkamp, blocked again. All on the floor. New Athens has it. Harlow steals it away. Rebound to New Athens, but Harlow forces a turnover. Owens dribbles into the front court. Coach Whit holds up forefinger. Harlow to Owens between the circles with 4 minutes to go. It's 8-0 Woodlawn. Zone now by New Athens. They get it to Harlow in the corner. To Owens, back around to Webb on the right wing. Webb skips the pass to Harlow. Inside stolen away by New Athens. Hollenkamp didn't grab it. Stolte gets the steal, and he gives it to Ingles, who'll bring it into the front court. Jacob Robinson will check in the next dead ball for Woodlawn. With it is Ragland. Ragland throws in the corner to Cherwinski. And the turnover to New Athens, and Woodlawn has the basketball.
And that's their fifth turnover early on. I mean, it's just looking to be one of those nights for the Yellow Jackets. And I mentioned their first game of the year. Actually, their first game was last night. So, I mean, I'm a little shocked to see if they're still kind of have that deer in the headlights look.
Now, this Woodlawn defense hasn't given them much, and the Jackets have lost a lot of talent in the last year or two as far as basketball abilities go that you and I have seen. The zone again by the Jackets on this Woodlawn possession. Webb with it, top of the key. Owens, he's going to launch a three. Dare him, he'll make it. I don't know why they're playing zone, Chris, but it's 11-0, and Woodlawn has 3 threes to start the quarter. Jackets down by 11. They'll try it again. Wacker into the front court on the wing. Lobs inside over the top of Hollenkamp. Back shot goes off the mark by Meyer. Rebounded by Hollenkamp. He gives it to Owens. Gabe will dribble into the front court. Left corner to Hateman. Hateman fakes. Back out to Owens. 3 ball on the way again. Short off the iron. Rebounded by Ingles. Ingles will dribble into the front court. Goes down the lane. Resolute's sure going to be a reaching in foul. That's going to be on Mr. Owens. That'll be his first team second. With locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches of Mount Vernon Community, First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be the official voice of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Wacker and Stolte check out. We'll get the substitute as soon as possible. Ingles takes the inbound. Shot no good. Ball tipped around. A.J. Webb has it. Put it on the floor in traffic. Jump ball coming. And it'll go back to New Athens on the turnover. Owens, Hollenkamp, Jake Robinson, Webb, and Hateman for the Cardinals. Hep is in the ball game for New Athens, along with Ingles. And they tip that one out of bounds and remain with New Athens. Ragland is also in. He started as we move along. Chase Phelps going to check into the ball game now for Woodlawn. He will come in for Jason Hateman. So Shane Whistle going to his bench early and often. You would expect that, Chris. The first game of a 4-game week. Don't want to wear everybody out on the first night.
Well, no, and I mean, that's crucial because you're not, you can say you're conditioned all you want. You do your conditioning in the off season, but you're not really basketball shape until you get out there and play a couple of games. So no need to wear everybody out. It's a long week here. You have games every night, but last night. So from here on out, it's going to be a busy week. Shane Whistle still trying to clean up water around the water cooler. Don't know if it's a leak in the roof from all the rain or if it's a water cooler leaking or what, but the foul got remain. It'll be inbounded in front of the Woodlawn bench by New Athens. They throw it in, ball on the floor. Ingles and Webb battling. Webb has it, and he comes away with the turnover. That'll be a turnover charge to New Athens off the jump ball. Woodlawn will get possession. New Athens has yet to score here in the first quarter with 2:50 to go, and they will press now a 2-2-1 zone. Owens will be on the dribble, gets it to Webb. Webb throws it to Hollenkamp. Off his hands, he retrieves it in the corner. Hollenkamp holds high above his 6'5" frame. Ball tipped out of bounds by Ingles, and Woodlawn will retain possession on the side out of bounds. 2-2-1 zone, kind of flustering the Cardinals a little bit. Not used to the press. Did not act as we would expect them to do, but again, it is their first game against different competition. Hollenkamp thought about the three. He gets down the lane. Ball tipped away and stolen now by Hep. Hep quickly the other way on Owens. This is stolen away by Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp lost it out of bounds, but it was tipped away by Luke Marlowe. When we have a scoreboard update, it'll be brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, who are dedicated to helping you get the right coverage with the discounts you deserve. Give Scott Owens a call, 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there. Speaking of Owens, Gabe Owens brought it across the timeline and threw it to the cheerleader.
And as you mentioned, Chris, the zone press really giving the Woodlawn Cardinals some fits right now early in this game.
Yeah, I think with Owen's case right there on the passes, he's grown so much in the offseason, and he just threw it a little high for his man.
He has grown. He and Hollenkamp are about eye-to-eye now, so both of them about 6'5". He goes down the lane, kicks in the corner to Hef. Hef dribbles back to the left elbow, kicks it to Meyer. Meyer back out to Ingles' left wing. Woodlawn still under man-to-man as we roll under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Hef with it, dribbles to the paint. Now back out front to Marlowe. Marlowe dribble drives down the lane, picks it up right on the left block, back out top of the key. Hef. Hef right wing Ingles, dribbles to the paint, loses the ball, tipped, stolen by Jake Robinson to Webb to Owen. As we pass the top of the hour, remind you this is WMIX 94.1 in Mount Vernon, a service of Withers Broadcasting. With the basketball, Woodlawn. Webb for a three on the way, rattles in and out, rebounded by Ingles. Ingles with it across the timeline to the right wing, guarded by Webb. 1:20 to go, a ball thrown out of bounds. Oh boy, New Athens is struggling here with the turnovers.
Unofficially, that is their ninth of the night here in the first quarter, and it's 11-0 ball game with 77 seconds to go in this first quarter, so still plenty of time to add to that turnover total.
1:17 to go. Woodlawn throwing a shutout here, 11-zip. Woodlawn will have to face this 2-2-1 pressure again as Harlow to Webb, and they play catch in the back court. Hateman gives it away too easily that time. Marlowe with it, throws it inside, almost out of bounds. That was a double dribble, and now it's out of bounds off of Woodlawn, and Hef couldn't quite control it. 1:06 to go in the first. Woodlawn lead 11-zip. Box set, actually a 3-1 set for New Athens. Different kind of set. They throw way off front top of the key. That ball goes to the back court. It's stalled by Robinson. It goes up for a shot and no good at a foul. Robinson will go to the line. And Blake Ragland on the inbounds, Chris, on the baseline, thought he couldn't go in the back court, and it cost him a turnover.
It did. That's certainly not what you want to see if you're the coach for New Athens, especially it almost led to an and one here. Robinson just came up a little high when he went up, put a little high off the window, and then it gets shot.
1:04 to go in the first quarter, 11-zip. A crowd here in a gym that seats about 800, about 400 on each side. Woodlawn's faithful brought about 300 here. 300 on this side. First free throw short by Jake Robinson. He'll get another, and Mr. Ragland will go over to Mark DeWort and talk to him about what happens on an out-of-bounds play that he should already know. Robinson will get one more, looking for his first points of the game and the season. Shot is up and good. 12-zip. Woodlawn on top. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Quickly across the timeline, New Athens has it. Ingles on the block, throws it over to Meyer. Meyer in the lane, almost got 3 seconds. If I got out, they throw in the corner to Hef. Hef drives from left corner to the lane. Dishes off for Marlowe. His shot from 12 banks is in. Got to get him some way, somehow, banking in as the first 2 points for New Athens. Here comes this pressure. Something that we talked about off the air, if Woodlawn can handle this year, knowing that Verhines has graduated, kind of the security blanket. Webb to Hollenkamp in the corner. So Webb with 30 seconds to go to Hateman top of the key as New Athens remains in the zone. Over to Webb, out by the timeline, right side of the floor. To Harlow at the circle. New Athens now goes man-to-man for the final 25 seconds. Hateman with a basketball. He holds. Kips past Harlow's wing. Now back out top of the key to Webb. We're at 10 seconds. Coach Witzel says go now with 9. Webb looks. Top of the key on the dribble. Flashing Robinson at the free throw line. Left corner to Hateman with 3. Hateman traveled the basketball. Woodlawn did not look good in that possession and turns it over.
They really haven't looked good since New Athens switched to zone.
No. The zone press has really been an issue for the Cardinals. 1.8 to go. New Athens has to go length of the court. Shot from three-quarter court off the top of the backboard is no good. We have played 1 quarter here at Okawville. Woodlawn 12, New Athens 2. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in campus. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
Whether you're an Integra customer needing a new home or just tired of the constant changes associated with big corporate banking, you do have a choice. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. We built our business around one goal, your needs. With 5 locations and a team of your friends and neighbors to support you, Your banking solutions are handled right here at home. And to make your move easy, we have new account specials and personal bankers ready to help.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94Sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Okawville High School. 1 quarter in the book. Woodlawn 12, New Athens 2. Danny Czerwinski with Chris Hugo. And Chris, the Cardinals jump out to a 12-2 start, even though the trouble with the zone so far.
Yeah, I mean, that early start, starting off an 11-0 run, really kind of catapulted things early because New Athens started, man, then switch zone happened, things been a little silent for the Cardinals. They've actually turned the ball over 3 times since New Athens has switched zone. The zone has been an issue, and A.J. Webb has picked up his first foul, team third. And New Athens will inbound, a 3 cross, one up top the key set. They'll throw it into the right block, and they're going to give it to Meyer, who the official said was being held by Jake Robinson. That'll be his first, team fourth. 12-2 Woodlawn as we begin the second quarter of action from Okawville's Post-Thanksgiving Tournament. Box set now by New Athens. They throw it in the right corner to Marlowe, and they give it to a cutting Meyer off the glass. No good. Rebound Robinson. Meyer got his hands in there and is going to call for a foul. His first, team third. We can get a quick scoreboard update in here. Chris, you got a couple scores from last night? From last night here at the Okawville Post-Thanksgiving Tournament, Coulterville defeated Valmar 81-43. And the Okawville Rockets opened up their season with a 74-39 victory over these Yellow Jackets.
You might be paying too much for auto insurance. Give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. Speaking of being there, New Athens trapped Gabe Owens just across the timeline and had a jump ball. Luckily, it was Woodlawn's possession. As you mentioned, Chris, the zone causing fits right now for Woodlawn, especially the press. A.J. Webb on the left wing thought about the free, didn't shoot it. Owens will shoot from 22. Front iron, no good. Ingles with the rebound. Woodlawn's ice cold right now. Hasn't scored a lot since the first part of the quarter. New Athens across the timeline. Pass to cutting Wacker, who gets to the rim and scores. Chance Wacker makes it 12-4 as he cuts away to lead. The press here by New Athens, a 2-2-1. Hageman with it to Owens. Owens has Harlow here on the left side. Didn't see him, but Owens will dribble into the front court to Hageman. Under 7 to go in the first half. 12-4 Woodlawn on top. Owens to Webb on the right wing. Back to Owens. Owens left wing. Hageman to Harlow. Harlow from 17 right in front of us. Short off the iron. Ball rebounded by Meyer. Up to Athens. He gets it to Ingles, and the Yellow Jackets come the other way. Ingles between the circles. Left-hand cross dribble. Now leaves it for Wacker, I should say, throws it inside to Meyer. Meyer in traffic with the ball on the floor. Still got a shot off and is eventually going to go to the line, even though he did the Cardinals bit of a postman and put it on the floor. Robinson will pick up his second foul, and that will send Tyler Meyer to the line to shoot 2. Hollenkamp will check in after this first free throw for Woodlawn as this first free throw goes in. Meyer gets his first point at 12-5. Hollenkamp in, Webb out. With locations in Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon, Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be the official voice of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Meyer hits them both. Lead cut in half, 12-6. A 6-0 run by New Athens. It's been a while since Woodlawn scored. Owens to Hageman to Harlow. Dribbles to Hollenkamp. Picks up his dribble. Throws a fadeaway jumper from the right corner. Off the mark. No good. Hageman weak side rebound. Owens with it. Spin move at the lane. Shot off the iron. Rebound, though. Tipped out. It'll be Woodlawn basketball. Great call by the official. New Athens tips it out of bounds, and Owens will trigger in front of us on the stage. Woodlawn out of their traditional box set on the inbounds. Owens to Hollenkamp to Harlow. They're going to free it up for the inbounder. Owens for 3 in front of us. Off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Meyer. He gets it to Ingles, and the Yellow Jackets come the other way. Quickly, in fact, they throw it in the corner to Wacker. Back out to Ingles. Left side to Hess. Right corner to Marlowe. Inside, Meyer. They swing it around. 3 ball coming left wing. Wacker off the iron. Claims around. High for the rebound is Harlow, and he'll be fouled. And that'll be the 4th foul on New Athens, and the 2nd foul on Tyler Meyer. 2 on Meyer, 2 on Ragland. And Chris, the Woodlawn offense has kind of went dormant here, like the grass on the golf courses around this time of year. Haven't scored in a while.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, Woodlawn had the 11-0 lead probably through about the 4-minute mark of the first quarter, and have only scored the 1 point via free throw since. That was the first quarter still.
Hageman to Owens. He'll dribble across the timeline. Down the lane he comes. Jump stop. Good. Owens to the rim, scores his 8th point of the game. It is 14-6. That breaks that drought. New Athens quickly the other way. Stolte drives baseline, has to pick it up. Throws it to Owens. Here comes the Cardinals running the other way. Owens crowds his dribble. Brings it back out top the key. Right wing Hageman. Hollenkamp, left right corner. 3-ball on the way. Harlow quickly on the rebound, up and in. Chris Harlow, Johnny on the spot, gets another rebound. Timeout, Mark DeWard, the New Athens Yellow Jackets. 16-6, Woodlawn on top by 10 with 5:13 to go. Stay tuned for tonight's Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. And Chris, with this game being 16-6, 5:13 to go, Woodlawn's played well early, stagnant in the middle, maybe got their mojo back, but this zone press, as you mentioned, right out of the gate, really caused the Woodlawn problems.
Yeah, it is, and I think that's the thing that we kind of wondered. As soon as New Athens figured out that the Cardinals were going to throw up a lot of threes, they kind of switched gears a little bit to try to keep them away from the basket. And finally, Cardinals figured a way to get down low and make some things happen, because the three isn't always going to be there. But if you get yourself down low and in a position maybe around a block or the other block to maybe make something happen, your percentage of winning is going to be a lot greater.
Well, with the grades go off tonight, we have to mention a listener who is turning in, the guru of, what did you call it off the air?
I didn't say the guru of salsa, but somebody who knows what salsa is supposed to taste like. I will say that.
Yeah.
Probably the best salsa in the western portion of the county.
I would put Mrs. Ann Kerr's salsa up against anybody. She's listening in back in Woodlawn. As we get back underway with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Of New Athens with the basketball. They post Eagles up on Hollenkamp. Wraps the shot around off the glass. No good. Eagles gets his own rebound, but steps out of bounds. And it's still 16-6. Another turnover to New Athens after the rebound.
Ingles, oddly enough, the kid with the most experience out there, but has shown the signs of being a little green to start this season.
And it's amazing. That's kind of been the prototypical New Athens teams we've seen the last 2-3 years here in the Cesar Holiday Tournament. Woodlawn breaks the press. Hollenkamp in the corner, hounded now. Gets to the rim, shot blocked by the backboard, no good. It's going to be Hollenkamp, who is out of bounds trying to reach for the ball. Kind of forced that shot. Probably just not the shot that Shane Whistle wants. So Athens backs the other way. 4:44 to go in the first half. The Jackets trail the Cardinals by 10. With it on the right wing is Marlowe, and they reverse against Woodlawn, playing man-to-man. Throw it in the right corner now to Marlowe. They throw it inside to Ragland. Shot no good. Harlow had it. Hollenkamp had it. Reverse layup coming is up and in, and a foul. Mr. Ingles says, I will show you, not the one on the prairie, but he goes to the rim and is fouled, and he'll have a chance to make a 3-point play. And it's 16-8 now. That foul was charged to number 24, Chase Phelps of Woodlawn, his first. Free throw on the way is off the iron. No good. Ball tipped around Owens and Hollenkamp, and Owens has it. As he'll bring it up across the timeline with 4:20 to go in the first half. Hateman in the right corner. Picks up his dribble. Back out to Owens. Owens over the left side to Harlow. Harlow thought about the shot. Now will take it in traffic and in. Chris Harlow knocks down the mid-range jumper. He's got 6. And it's 18-8 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Across the timeline once again, the Jackets. Ingles throw it left corner to Hepp. Hepp, one dribble, picks it up, throws it back to the top the key to Stolte. Stolte will dribble to the right wing. Ball stolen by Harlow. Harlow with it. He'll come across the timeline. The Phelps flies to the rim. Shot no good, but a foul. Brandon Stolte picks up his first, and Chase Phelps, the sophomore, getting some PT early on, looking impressive. He'll go line and shoot 2.
Got not a bad game out of the get-go tonight. I've seen a lot of expectations on. He's wearing the number 24, and we know how synonymous that jersey is with success, but he's done a fine job off the bench, now creating opportunity here at the line.
And his first free throw long off the mark. You look at some of the numbers, 24, 31, 22.
Yeah, I'm still accustomed to seeing 22 on the other body.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm still
remember Gabe Owens is 14.
Well, I'm still thinking of 31 on somebody else, too. But Cardinal lore continues.
Well, when he has the memories that we do.
Right. Both free throws missed, however. Bad memories for Phelps for the first 2 free throws of this season. And New Athens falls down. How's that not a travel? All right, we'll play on. Shot up and in by Jeremy Hepp. in the front. I am sure what they saw was the fact that his feet actually did not move. He just fell. However, I know. I would argue that. Once your eye goes to the ground at the third step. Right. 3:35 to go in the first half. 18-10 Woodlawn. And so the other official makes sure to give it. That may have been what was seen, but I don't know. Yeah. It's the first couple of weeks for them. Everybody has to knock out the run. We'll straighten them out. We're no different. That's right. With locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon, Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be the official voice of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking. With 3:35 to go in the first half, Woodlawn leads 18-10 over New Athens. And it's kind of a last of second right now. The Okawville coaching staff to our left, and us, and the referee's having a little giggle, and we'll see if the official that messed that up will admit that later on. He is awful red-faced. We'll get it out of him. As we get back to action, Owens across to Webb on the right side. Now back to Hateman. Now to Hollenkamp. Here he is from mid-range. No good. Harlow with the tip. Back up to Hateman. Great job by Harlow. Gets it to Webb. Shot off the iron. Rebound Ingles, and the Athens will come the other way. Whacker across the timeline, down into the corner, picks up his dribble, throws it inside to Ragland. Turnaround jumper off the iron. Rebound Harlow. Chris Harlow's everywhere. Back to Owens. Free to go in the first half. Woodlawn by 8, 18-10. Webb on the right wing, back to Owens. Now he reverses. Here's Harlow in front of us from the baseline. No good. Rebounded by Ragland. New Athens will go the other way. New Athens quickly throws over the top of the defense. Pep tried to beat Webb back. Has nowhere to go. Webb did a good job getting back on defense. He gives it to Whacker on the right wing into the corner. Marlowe. Marlowe holds it back out top of the key to Hep. Back to Marlowe, and they hold. Now they're looking. Marlowe throws inside to Ingles with Hollenkamp on him. Thrown away by Harlow again. Here comes Owens. The Cardinals flying down the floor. Owens goes to the rim. Shot good and a foul. Gabe Owens took it to the rim, looked off the defender. By the time the defender could get back, Chris, it was too late. There was a blocking foul on the New Athens defender and a chance for a three-point play for Gabe Owens. Well, most importantly, every little foul now down the stretch is going to be a free throw opportunity for the Cardinals as they're now on the bonus. 20-10, the Cardinals have doubled the lead back up on New Athens. At least that's what I have. That's what I have. I have 6. That's 7. Oh, so Owens. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And it's 21-10. Nobody accused me of being a math genius, I can tell you. 2:18 to go in the first half. In the corner is Hep for Jackets. He'll throw it back out top of the key. Marlowe, Woodlawn, man-to-man. They throw it inside to Ingles, and you pick the arm, you pick the player, because he had 2 or 3 opportunities to get a reaching foul on Woodlawn. It's going to be on Christian Hollenkamp, his first, team 7. And out will send Mr. Ingles to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. He's getting a little wilder now as he gets down low. Well, he's starting to get a lather built up. Of course, this is New Athens' 3rd game of the year. Played Waltonville last week, and then about that too. Last night as well. There's just on the free throw, no good. Rebounded by Hollenkamp. Owens will run into the front court with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Owens to Webb. Back to Owens. Shoot a 3 from 22. Good. That is pretty salty for Mr. Owens. 3 3-pointers in the first half. Woodlawn by 2 touchdowns, 24-10. New Athens Ingles comes down the lane, picks up his dribble, leaves it behind him for Ragland. Now gives to Marlowe down the lane, off the glass. Good. Marlowe gets his second basket of the game. He's got 4, and it's 24-12. Pressure continues. Hateman to Hollenkamp up the right side. Back to Hollenkamp on the right wing to Webb. Webb to Hateman. Down the paint, jump stop, gets to the rim, travel the basketball. Yep. Jump stop and scooted that bottom foot. However, been a great move had he not. 1:29 to go in the first half, 24-12. Remember to stay tuned for take that back. Twin Lake College halftime show. They have over 100 degree and certificate programs to choose from and spin your vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. At Twin Lake College, it's time. Visit your virtual court counselor at rlc.edu. New Athens with a basketball, struggling to get to the rim. They kick it in the right corner to Marlowe. Marlowe goes down the lane. As I said, they were struggling. Owens gets the rebound, and he'll be fouled by Chance Whacker. Went by, took a hit at him. And Owens will walk to the other end and shoot the 1-on-1. That halftime show sponsored by Twin Lake College. We'll have stats of this one, scoring this one, and maybe scores from not only around the area, but from around the country in all kinds of sports. Gabe Owens makes the first. He has another. One of the few players on that. He's been to the state tournament twice. Once as a freshman, he won the three-point contest. And last year finishing third with the team at Woodlawn. Second free throw also good. Not a bad way to start off his junior year with a 97 in the first half. 1 minute to go here in this half. 26-12, Woodlawn by 14. New Athens with a basketball. Tap in the corner, back out top of the key to Marlowe. Leaves it for Bragland. Leaves in the corner for Wacker, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Gabe Owens as he lost the angle, and Wacker was able to get to his body and draw Owens' second foul. And I think as we look here, Chris, when we look at this, Coach Witzel is starting to play more and more players. Foul trouble or whatnot this year, other guys are going to come in and play, and it's important these guys get as much experience as early as possible in the season. Yeah, and again, it's a long week. Lest we forget, there's 4 games coming this week for every team in this tournament. Cardinals just having that 4 straight days going into that game Friday night with Okawville. Free throw, no good. Ball tipped away, rebounded by A.J. Webb as the Yellow Jacket had a hand on it, but Webb recovered. He throws in the front court to Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp to Webb between the circles. Over left wing to Harlow. New Athens man-to-man. Now they go back zone. Maybe even a box and one. It is a box and one because they're watching Hollenkamp for some reason. Now they give up. Hollenkamp has it back to Hateman to Webb with 28 seconds to go. Woodlawn should go for the final shot. Webb with it on the dribble. Between the circles, now still dribbling. Count is on, throws it in the right corner to Hollenkamp, guarded by Ingles. Hollenkamp spins, had an open lane, didn't use it. Harlow between the circles, timeout. Coach Witzel, a 30-second variety to kind of get his team set. Did again, end of the quarter, beginning of the year, didn't kind of look organized at all for Woodlawn. No, and you'll have that. I mean, it is the first game of the season for the Cardinals. You can't reiterate that enough, but, you know, you can only practice against each other and get things figured out against each other so many times before it's going to take that game experience to figure out what you have and what you need to improve on and what needs to happen in your following practices once the competition begins, because the easiest team that you can beat is yourself. And, of course, that happens in practice on a daily basis. Well, it does, and I mean, as you have pointed out so accurately in this first half, the press, the 2-2-1 has kind of slowed Woodlawn down a little bit. And again, as we mentioned in the pregame, losing a Dawson Verhines who knew where everybody's supposed to be and where he'd get the ball, somebody has to come up maybe and step up, take that ability or that place as far as getting the ball distributed where it needs to be. Well, it's not that we're just trying to talk about Dawson Verhines all night, but a kid like that only comes along once so often, and it's important to remember what he created and what he established for this Cardinal program. Hollenkamp with a step-back shot. Good. Boy, a throwback shot by Hollenkamp. The old step-back. And Woodlawn makes the final shot of the first half. 16 minutes in the book here from Okawville. Woodlawn 28, New Athens 12. We will return after this break with the Red Lake College halftime show and go over stats and scoring. This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Lincoln dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. When you shop for a luxury car, you'll notice that the luxury doesn't always come standard. The 2012 Lincoln MKZ, however, comes loaded. Heated and cooled front seats, standard. Sync technology, standard. Soft leather seating and genuine wood trim, standard. Reverse sensing system, standard. Isn't it nice to see that someone is putting standards back into luxury? And here's one more extra you won't pay extra for. 4-year or 50,000-mile complimentary maintenance, standard. Better yet, that's on top of your Lincoln dealer's most attractive offer on Lincoln MKZ. All that's left is a nice, long test drive, which, as you might have guessed, is complimentary as well. Lincoln, it's just not luxury, it's smarter than that. Come see us at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
It's amazing how versatile the Saturday Sports Show has become. What do you mean you slept in last week? Set your alarm for 8:08 this Saturday morning and tune your radio to AM 940. More Mount Vernon Rams talk, more Jefferson County talk, and more amped-up coverage of Southern Illinois sports. Hear from the best coaches, experts, and sports know-it-alls available. Sports talk worth waking up for. Saturday mornings from 8:08 till 10 a.m. on WMIX AM 940 and online at mywithersradio.com. Presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
Hello, this is Hunt Bonin with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. As a Southern Illinois family-owned bank, we have stayed true to our roots by offering great products and services to the people in our communities. With free checking, free online banking, and free debit cards, we are helping our customers save money. while also providing the safety and security they expect from a community-focused bank. People's National Bank, proudly supporting Southern Illinois. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You still pay once per month to avoid fees.
Does this sound familiar?
I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family...
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our jobs for once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Rend Lake College Halftime Show starts now.
Welcome back to Okawville Gymnasium on the campus of Okawville High School. We're at halftime here with the Woodlawn Cardinals leading the New Athens Yellow Jackets 28-12. This is the Rend Lake College Halftime Show. They've been your vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Students can choose from more than 100 degree and certificate programs, save thousands of dollars at Rend Lake College, and get to work. Rend Lake College, it's time. So I mentioned the scoreboard update. The Woodlawn Cardinals lead New Athens 28-12. Scores from last night here. Marissa beat Mount Valmeyer 81-43. And Okawville beat New Athens 74-39. That was last night. A couple other items of interest around the sporting world. It is across the way, I should say. We're in the Metro East. St. Louis, the Blues lead Washington, and the Capitals are tied at 1. And also another sports bit is the Boston Red Sox will hire Bobby Valentine to be their manager.
Out of the booth.
Out of the booth and into the dugout. Chris Hugo is ecstatic.
Shulman and Oral, here I come.
And with that scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, you might be paying too much for auto insurance. Give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check like a good neighbor. State Farm agent Scott Owens is we're going to step out for another break when we come back. Stats and scoring of this first half, where Woodlawn leads New Athens 28-12 on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Warm up to the holiday savings at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Newell Furniture has new lazy-boy recliners, glide rockers, TV consoles, Paula D, and more. All holiday sale price with free financing available. Plus buy one, get one half price on all your favorites at the General Store. Merry Christmas from Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Newell's is everyone's favorite Santa.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Okawville High School as the Woodlawn Cardinals lead the New Athens Yellow Jackets at the half, 28-12. Denny Czerwinski alongside with Chris Hugo. And Chris, you have the stats and scoring of the first half figured up very nicely to my right.
I do. First, let's take a look at the team stats, and I want to take a look especially at the Woodlawn Cardinals. Inside the arc, they're 6 of 18 tonight for 33%. 4 of 9 from the outside for 44%, giving them a combined field goal percentage, 10 of 27 from the floor for 37%. We'll take a look now at the Yellow Jackets, 5 of 15 from the inside for 33%, nothing of 2 from the outside for 0%. They are 5 of 17 from the floor tonight, shooting 29%. That is not going to get it done. But the tail of the tape, really, the turnovers, we'll get to that in just a moment. New Athens 3 of 5 from the charity stripe, 60%. The Cardinals, of course, are 4 of 7, which equates to somewhere in the neighborhood of 57%. While you look at the rebounding total, you have 9 for the Yellow Jackets. They have 2 on the offensive glass, just 7 defensive. But the Cardinals have really been able to dominate on the boards, both sides. 5 offensive, 11 defensive. That gives them a total of 16 rebounds. Turnover disadvantage does belong to the New Athens Yellow Jackets, 15-7. Now as we take a look at individual scores for both teams, first for the Yellow Jackets, they are led by 4 from Luke Marlowe, 2 apiece for Chance Wacker, Adam Ingles, Tyler Meyer, and Jeremy Hebb. While the Cardinals have just 1 in double digits, Gabe Owens leads the way with 16 points. Chris Harlow's chipped in 6. Christian Hollenkamp has 5, and Jake Robinson has the lone point to give us a halftime score of the Woodlawn Cardinals 28 and the New Athens Yellow Jackets 12. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. As I neglected to put the first quarter score up there, my apologies. Not used to these switch seats here tonight, but I have it taken care of on Twitter finally. Well, one of our listeners has texted me to let you know that allegedly Joe Carter is going to jump in the booth for ESPN and play for Bobby Valentine. I can live with that. Well, we'll see what happens, and it's probably too new out of the gate. I like Joe Carter. I like him even better in 93. There you go. Touch them all. He'll never hit a bigger home run. That's right. Red Lake College Halftime Show can save you thousands of dollars on your education. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu to see which of the more than 100 degree certificate programs is right for you. Red Lake College, it's time. We need to step out one more time on the Red Lake College Halftime Show. When we come back, the start of the third quarter between the Woodlawn Cardinals and New Athens Yellow Jackets. You are listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
On November 5th, Community First Bank and the First State Bank of Dix officially partnered to better serve our customers and our community. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. We welcome all our new friends to the Community First family. And I'd like to personally invite you to call, log in, or drop by any of our 5 locations to learn more about Jefferson County's only true, locally owned community bank.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Visit Jefferson County State Farm agent Scott Owens at 1810 Broadway in Mount Vernon for a free discount double check.
Discounts may vary state to state.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Lechterfeld Gymnasium on the campus of Okawville High School. The final year of play in this historic gymnasium before Okawville moves into a new high school and a new 2,400-seat basketball gymnasium. Danny Czerwinski along with Chris Hugo. 28-12, Woodlawn on top by 16 to start the second half. Chris, pretty decent effort up until the zone press came, but other than that, Woodlawn playing pretty well. Yeah, but after a few times you're getting rattled, they're able to figure it out and get down low a little bit more. And I think that's what part of what plagued them in the first half is they're relying upon that outside shot. Once they're able to discover themselves and find themselves, they're able to work the ball around, find some things going on down underneath the basket, and that's when the game really started to take shape and the Cardinals started to pull away again. Wacker, Stolte, Ingles, Ragland, and Meyer for New Athens, the starters. It'll be Hageman, Hollenkamp, Harlow, Owens, and Webb for the Cardinals. New Athens has the ball to start the second half. They throw in the left corner in front of us, reverse it back out to Ingles. Ingles throws to Meyer in the corner. Stolte holds back out top of the key. They're going to try to go inside. They do, right to Meyer up and in. Pinned Hollenkamp on his hip, got the score. Meyer with 4, and it's 28-14. Here comes the pressure again. This time, a little different variety. A little 1-2-2 press here. Owens across the timeline, lob pass to Hageman under the basket, back to Hollenkamp, mid-range jumper, long off the mark. No, nothing, not touch iron. Ingles rebounds to Wacker, throws it up top to Meyer, great catch, shot blocked, Hollenkamp, great recovery by the Cardinals. Owens will get it from Hollenkamp off the rebound, and he'll dribble it slowly into the front court. That's just one of those where Meyer was underneath and got a little bit nervous because he could feel the contact coming. The difference was there was no contact. Webb on the left wing sporting the Drew Brees haircut. That's what I look at it as. The locks flowing tonight. Harlow over to Hageman. Thought about the three, had to pick up his dribble. Now it's going to be a reach-in. And that's going to be a reach-in foul on Ingles. And Ingles has picked up his first foul of the game. First of the half on the Jackets. Woodlawn will inbound underneath. It'll be a box set for the inbound. And they blew a horn for some reason. 34 got the foul. That's what the question is about. Owens to trigger. Box set. Crisscross the two top men on the elbows. They throw it into Hateman in the right corner. He throws it back out at Owens' feet. Owens collects it on the dribble. Throws it left wing to Webb. 3-ball on the way is off the mark. However, Harlow's chasing down the rebound in the left corner. Back to Webb on the left wing. Webb to Owens out by the timeline. Owens back to Webb. Thought about the three. Didn't pull the trigger. Back to Owens. He'll dribble to the left elbow. Down the lane. Running one-hander. No good. Off the iron. Tipped again by Owens. Now Harlow. Rebound to Eagles of New Athens. He will bring it up across the timeline. It will be Wacker on the right side. Right dribble. Throws it in the corner to Stolte. Stolte comes baseline around Webb. Leaves for Meyer. Shot block. Hollenkamp, but it goes in and a foul. Hollenkamp will pick up his second. Meyer will go to the line to try to get the proverbial deuce and abuse. And it's 28-16 as the Jackets kind of hang around here, Chris.
The deuce and abuse here, you ripped that off, or was he doing it? No, I just wanted to make sure I give the aforementioned credit where that came from.
Hollenkamp had the rebound stolen away. Eagles recovers. Here comes New Athens. They throw it inside to Meyer. Meyer's a one-man wrecking crew right now.
6 in the quarter.
6 in the quarter, as you mentioned. It's off and running for New Athens. Across the timeline, Hollenkamp to Harlow on the right wing. Holds on the dribble. Now has his pocket picked by Ingles. It's an inspired Yellow Jackets. They're swarming the Cardinals right now. Across the timeline, Wacker throws it up the key. Inside Meyer again. Turn, shot, foul. Hollenkamp could have got teed up there. Talking a little too much to the official. And Christian's going to pick up his third foul, second in a matter of seconds. And New Athens has come out here buzzing a little bit, Chris.
I think when he was upset about the fact that there was a kind of a blatant walk in front of us, but still, you cannot react that way to the official.
Speaking of Blake, get out and talk to Community First Bank of the Heartland, because you're not a number of credits to Community First Bank of the Heartland. You're a person or business with needs, and through the good and the bad, Community First Bank of the Heartland will stand by you. He, as in Meyer, gets 1 out of 2 and makes the score 28-19. It's a single-digit lead for Woodlawn for the first time since early in the first quarter. Webb goes on the press breaker himself, back to Hollenkamp, to Owens, left side to Hateman. 3-ball on the way from Hateman is good. Jason Hateman, the sophomore, knocks down the 3, 31-19. Here comes New Athens, quickly throw between Harlow's legs. Webb dives, gets it to Harlow, back to Owens. Cardinals are flying the other way on a 3-on-3 break. Owens goes down the lane on the dribble, something off the glass, and in. Gabe Owens with 18 takes it all the way, Chris, on a fantastic move in traffic.
That's just a great move start to finish. He waited, he looked for his play to develop, saw what was going to happen, was able to contort his body to make it happen, and just knew the physics of the backcourt.
Oh, New Athens quickly, though, Eagles is swatted by Hollenkamp. Owens traveled the basketball. That's a good call by the official. Owens was getting the ball from Hateman and saw Ingles coming at him in the corner of his eye. Stuttered step before he put the dribble down. Great call by the official in front of us. And I'm not saying that because I want a haircut one day from him. In front of us, inbounding will be Wacker with the box set from New Athens. He throws it out to Stolte, top of the key. He'll give to Wacker. Back to Ingles, and then New Athens will set it up. Is it a zone by Woodlawn before my very eyes? It is. Wacker off the glass, no good. It goes long, and Harlow and Stolte fight for it. It'll be off Harlow, out of bounds. Remember to stay tuned for the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. 33-19, Woodlawn leads New Athens with 4:35 to go in the third quarter. New Athens has the basketball inbounding in front of us. We sit on the stage here at Okawville. Stolte on the quick inbound, 3 from the corner. No rotation on the shot. Hits the rim, rebounded by Ragland. Shot no good. There's a rebound again by Wacker. He is hit, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2, as that foul is on Chris Harlow, and that'll be his second. And I notice here in this third quarter, a lot more second chances by New Athens offensively, Chris, off of their missed shots.
Well, that's been the difference in the ball game thus far as New Athens is concerned. It could be a much more lopsided game, but in the paint, New Athens just kind of dominated here on this end and been able to get second, third chances. And that's what's keeping them in this game.
Second free throw up and in by Wacker with some home. 33-21. Jake Robinson will come into the ball game for Jason Hateman. The zone press comes again now to 2-2-1. A staggered set up front of the two guys. They have one up front, and now they'll rotate up one toward the ball. Hollenkamp will have as he tiptoes timeline to Owens on the left wing. Owens will dribble back and throw it left side to Harlow on the left wing. He looks, still holding, now takes his dribble to the left baseline. Pull-up jumper from 12 off the front of the iron. Hits the free throw line. Here comes Ingles. Ingles throws it out on the layup to a running Blake Ragland for his first 2 points of the game. And it's 35-23. Shane Whitfield wants a full timeout. Cardinals up. It's 35-23. Should be up by 12. And we remind you, Community First Bank of the Heartland has locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon. Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be the official voice of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking. 4:06 to go in the third quarter. Woodlawn leads to Athens 35-23. Chris, Woodlawn's led by double digits probably 90% of the game, but you just don't feel like, A, it's a comfortable lead, or B, they have played the best they could play against the New Athens team. Well, if I'm a Cardinal fan, I don't feel like I can exhale just yet. I mean, there's been no indication that the Cardinals are just going to kind of take this thing and run with it going away. New Athens just keeps coming back, keep finding ways to kind of distort what the Cardinals are trying to accomplish, whether it be the 1-2-2 that they started out with, they switched to a 2-2-1 in an offset way. And so it's just going to be interesting to see what type of defenses the Yellow Jackets keep coming up with to kind of keep storming out of their hive and flying into the Cardinals' nest and seeing what they can damage. Well, the scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. The Joe Carter rumor is false. Somebody was messing with us. Oh, man. So Joe Carter will not be in the booth to replace Bobby Valentine of ESPN, who now is the manager of the Boston Red Sox. In NHL, St. Louis and Washington are tied at 1 in the first intermission between periods. In college basketball, it's Virginia over Michigan 24-23 at the half, and Syracuse leads Eastern Michigan at the half 32-24. That's the scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. You might be paying too much for auto insurance. Give Scott Owens a call for a free discount double check like your good neighbor. State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. The Cardinals will inbound against this press. Owens across the timeline to Hollenkamp, right wing left, 17-footer off the front of the iron. Hits the floor, hits the wall, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Woodlawn Cardinals. Huge break there for the Cardinals. The bounce just have to go their way that time. Won't happen all the time. Owens between the circles against the 2-3 zone to Webb. Back to Owens. Owens holds, patience, up by 10. He'll throw to Harlow on the left wing. Harlow to a cutting Webb. Shot from in the paint, no good. Webb goes for his rebound. Jump ball. Woodlawn basketball in the hustle by A.J. Webb, rebounding amongst the Giants. We'll get the ball back. Now we got a little post-Thanksgiving Christmas holiday greeting between a Cardinal and a Jackets. Not sure if addresses were exchanged for any greeting cards for later in the holiday season. Weird how that works, because I'm wearing a Cardinals jacket. Might be. Pun on words as we play along on both the game and the air. And there's Gabe Owens on the inbounds out of the corner. That is his 4th three-pointer of the game. It's 36-23. Eagles cross timeline. Now what have we got going on? We've got some extracurricular activity in the paint. Christian Hollenkamp, off the ball foul, is going to be called for a little shot as the Yellow Jacket was running through the lane. And the big problem about that is that's his 4th foul. And Shane Whittle has to make a substitution. Hakeman will come in, but not now. Hollenkamp will have to play with those 4 fouls. Ingles toppling. He throws it left wing to Wacker, and now back to Ingles for 3. It's off the back of the backboard and iron. Hollenkamp has the rebound. He's got to be careful with those 4 fouls. Shane Whittle tells him to settle down, and he comes across on the Woodlawn offensive end. Owens throws it right wing to Harlow, back to Owens, to Webb on the left wing against the zone. Hollenkamp from 17 off the mark. Rebound Eagles. Fouled by Harlow on the weak side, and the ball will go the other way. Woodlawn, 5 team fouls in the half. 4 on Hollenkamp, 3 on Harlow, and Mr. Hugo, this is the problem that Shane Whittle faces when you get experienced guys in foul trouble. Some younger guys are getting some more minutes here early in the season. Well, we've always said the younger guys are going to have to step up. Now it's a chance for that to happen. This is not what you want to see happen your first game out of the gate. This is to see your top 2 scorers, well, 2 out of your top 3 scorers in foul trouble. Well, New Athens with the basketball. On the left wing with it is Wacker. Throws it right wing to Stolte. Shot is not going to count. Harlow is going to get called for his 4th. Harlow will join Hollenkamp with 4 fouls. We appreciate those listening in. from all over Southern Illinois.
As far as the Cardinals, the Nets and the Yellow Jackets hive and all that, I just followed your lead, actually.
Right, and it's just us being us, as they say. New Athens has it between the circles. Ingles holds, goes to right wing to Wacker. Wacker back to Ingles. Phelps is going to come in for Harlow. They go right at Harlow. Harlow's got to be careful of those 4 fouls. Ball rolls out to Wacker for a 3. It's good. Wacker has another 3, or his first 3-pointer. He's got 5 1/4, 7 in the game, and it's a 36-26 Woodlawn lead with 2:19 to go in the third. Bad pass Owens, picked off by Wacker. Owens tries to cut him off. Wacker scores on the layup, and it's a little run by the Jackets. They're back to within 8, 36-28. Woodlawn and his zone pressure really giving them fit. Owens to Harlow in the backcourt. Back to Owens. They get it across the timeline just in time. Hateman to Harlow. Back to Owens between the circles. Dribbles up to Webb. The pass to the right wing. Webb has it back to Owens outside the timeline. It's a 2-3 zone right now by New Athens, and it's given Woodlawn fifth since the first quarter. Hateman with it in the left corner. Owens, long 3-pointer top of the key off the right side of the iron, off the glass, rebounded by Engel. As the senior starts to assert himself for New Athens. He throws it on the right wing to Wacker. Wacker dribbles right baseline. Inside around Webb and around Robinson goes Mr. Meyer for 2 more. 36-30, lead down to 6. Webb to Harlow on the left wing, pull up 17-footer, not the shot. Shane Whistle wanted that ball rolls over the top of the backboard.
Well, this is the closest this game has been since it was 6-0 back in the first. And so the Yellow Jackets starting to storm back here. And the Cardinals just don't seem to be able to become fundamentally sound this late in the third quarter. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, before you could just say, well, it was the press, it was this, it was the zone. But you have to become accustomed to that and make your adjustments, which they haven't done.
Well, it's 1:08 to go. New Athens has it down 6. Ingles top the key. Right wing to Wacker. Back to Ingles. Under a minute to go. Woodlawn by 6. Ball tipped, however, it's recovered by Marlowe here in the corner. Stolen by Robinson. Great play by Jake Robinson. A big turnover force. Woodlawn has the basketball. The Cardinals may go for a final shot. Owens throws it left wing to Hateman in the corner to Phelps. Phelps back to Hateman to Owens. 40 seconds. To Webb. Woodlawn will go for the final shot. They've had the final shot in the first 2 quarters and look to get a third one here with 30 seconds to go. Hateman to Phelps in the corner. Back to Hateman as we play 25 seconds. New Athens picked up man-to-man. They start running after the ball. They're going to try to deny Owens the basketball in the last part of this third quarter. Hateman back to Webb. Dangerous pass across the court. 12 seconds to go. And now Woodlawn will run their play. Hateman with it. They're looking for Owens off a picket fence to the right side. It was covered by New Athens. Phelps tries baseline. Is going to be fouled. And, Chris, that's what you have to do. Teams are going to take an option away like Owens and Hollenkamp. Phelps or other people are going to have to be aggressive, make the play.
Well, he was aggressive that time, unfortunately not in the act of shooting, so now you have to reset. There's 2 and 9 minutes of the second remaining here in this quarter.
And what do we got going on here? We have the horn going off, 36-30, with 2.9 seconds to go. Woodlawn's going to inbound underneath the basket. In the right corner, Owens following 3-pointer, good at the horn! Dave Owens hits another 3 to end the third quarter. Woodlawn 39, New Athens 30. Back for the fourth quarter as you're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Warm up to the holiday savings at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Newell Furniture has new lazy-boy recliners, glide rockers, TV consoles, Paula B, and more. All holiday sale price with free financing available. Plus buy one, get one half price on all your favorites at the General Store. Merry Christmas from Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Newell's is everyone's favorite Santa.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. This is 50,000 watts of the award-winning Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Welcome back to Okawville. 3 quarters into book. Woodlawn leads 39-30 over New Athens. Yellow Jackets have the basketball. The inbound goes to Marlowe in the corner. He throws it on the right wing to Wacker. Back out top to the Eagles to Wacker in the right corner. Over the top to Marlowe on the left side. Woodlawn in the zone. Has the 3 coming from Eagles. It's good. Got left open. The senior knocked down another shot. He has 5. It is 39-33. Woodlawn will throw it up in the front court. Phelps to Webb. On the right wing, back to Phelps. Phelps dribbles, picks it up to Owen. Hateman, Owen, Phelps, Robinson, and Webb. 1 senior, a junior, and I believe 3 sophomores on the floor for Woodlawn. Hateman to Robinson. Great high-low look. Jake Robinson gets the pass from Hateman from free throw to box. And it's 41-38. Wacker, 3 ball from the right corner, wrong off the iron. Oh, my goodness, Phelps got away. He shot shoved. Marlowe got a shove and got the rebound stolen back. New Athens has an Eagles top of the key. Corner to Wacker. They throw inside. Ball bounces around. Meyer over to number 10. That would be Jeremy Hefner. His first points off the glass, and it's 41-35. Woodlawn by 6. It's a 2-2-1, the press, and there it is again. Robinson makes the catch and travel and got away with it. Phelps with it to Owen. Owen on the right wing to Webb. Webb inside to Hateman. His shot from 10, no good. Rebound to the floor. Here comes New Athens buzzing the other way. Wacker comes up the timeline, gives it to Meyer. It's good. Woodlawn has lost the majority of this lead. It's now down to 41-37. And Woodlawn's Shane Witzel wants another timeout. 6:22 to go in the game. 41-37. Woodlawn led at half by 16. And 12 of that 16 points has gone by the wayside. Community First Bank with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else. Locally owned with decisions made here. Proud supporters of Jefferson County with locations in Ina, Dix, 2 branches in Mount Vernon, and Woodlawn. Community First Bank for Heartland. And Chris Hugo, this 2-2-1 press that has been going the majority of the game by New Athens. The Woodlawn guards, the Woodlawn forwards have not been handled this very well at all here this evening. Well, they don't like it. They're used to, even in most of their experience, they're used to a lot of teams playing man against them last year, or maybe going triangle and 2 or box and 1, depending upon the scenario. And they're just not used to this pressure defense. When you're not used to it, especially out of the game, first game of the season, you're going to have trouble. So I'm just surprised on the floor the kids haven't been able to make the adjustments to Shane Witzel one. And you can see that Woodlawn's struggling. They're going to go again. If you look on the floor, Hollenkamp's back in with Webb, the 2 seniors. Owens, the junior. Hateman and Robinson, the sophomores. Owens to Hollenkamp into the front court, back to Owens. A big possession for Woodlawn here as we start to, I should say, as we've already began the fourth quarter. Hateman to Owens. The 2-3 zone from New Athens. They're bringing a Syracuse zone look with one guy goes to the ball on the wing. Hollenkamp back to Hateman. On the right wing, gets to Webb. His shot from the elbow after he dribbled in is no good. Webb gets his own rebound, keeps it back out to Owens. Woodlawn will reset. 5:50 to go. Owens to the right elbow, back to Hollenkamp left elbow. 3-ball left corner, Hateman on the way. It's no good. There's A.J. Webb again with the rebound. Back to Hollenkamp. Quick shot from 16. Good. Christian Hollenkamp gets his 7 points of the game. It's 43-37. Woodlawn by 6, 5.5 to go in this ball game. Ingles picks his dribble up the top of the key, leaves it for a cutting to the basket. Meyer gets his own basket, shot no good, and a foul. Tyler Meyer, 13 points in the game, has been an absolute beast underneath Chris, and Woodlawn has struggled to deal with him all evening long.
Well, he's using his body to his advantage, and he understands what weapon he has there physically, especially as he slid in to get that offensive board, got the stick back, couldn't get it to fall due to not knowing the physics of the backboard. So now he gets himself the line to shoot 2. First one up and in. Big man has touch. And he'll get one more. Confused by who the foul was on. They're still trying not to get that on the scoreboard. We'll let you know as soon as possible as Meyer knocks them both down. They've had some troubles with that tonight.
43-39, the press continues. And you can bet that people will talk, and Woodlawn will have to deal with this as Webb throws it to no one in particular, and then New Athens pulls the what you could do worse, we could do worse better card. As Webb threw it to no one in particular but a Yellow Jacket in front of the Woodlawn bench, that Yellow Jacket threw it over to the railing. And it all works out to Woodlawn getting the ball back like nothing happened. Owens throws it on the right wing to Webb as Woodlawn will start again on the possession. Webb to Owens. Holds. It's a 2-3, and it has been for a while for New Athens. There's Webb for a 3. No good. Ball kicks out to the free throw line. Cardinal rule, we're not just saying, but rebounders need to be around that free throw line on three-pointers. Onkamp for a 3. This one lands soft. Webb got the rebound. Shot no good. Robinson gets the rebound. It's another chance for Woodlawn. The long, lengthy, tall Cardinals getting rebounds when they need them. Webb out by the Rocket logo. Dribbles inside the right wing to Hayman. Left wing 3 ball away. No good. Woodlawn got caught, and we have a push.
Danny, right now, and I'm going to go punt heavy on you real quick. For the Cards, the three-point shot has been the joker here in the fourth quarter. Ace of Spades has been getting down low and trying to get that basket this entire second half. They've gone away from that and have been looking solely for the outside shot, and that is part of why this lead has shrunk to 4.
Now, the trump card in the whole deck, though, has been the New Athens zone and zone press. Woodlawn up by 4. Now, they called the foul on number 34, Ingles of New Athens, but that was after they pointed the ball was going the other way. So now, what are we going to have here? Dallas Bigham will walk.
Well, depending on which side you're going to please here, it could be a suicide king.
Well, it could be. Okay, and here we go again. We've had scoreboard issues tonight a little behind on what we're trying to keep up with, that we like to keep up with. And it's going to be on Ingles. It's going to be on New Athens. The official signaled the wrong way, and that's what threw everybody off. So everybody makes mistakes, and we'll play on. Box set for Woodlawn, 4.5 to go in the game. Owens to Hollenkamp to Hateman. They're going to reverse it all the way around to Owens in the left corner. Here comes a 3. No good off the mark. Rebounded by Meyer. Got to be getting close to a double-double for New Athens. Woodlawn by 4 with 4:20 to go in the game. Ingles across the timeline. New Athens gave Woodlawn 5th last year in this tournament. They're at it again tonight. Ball in the paint, tipped away. Ingles recovered top the key, and we got a little hand-to-hand Mortal Kombat going underneath. As Mr. Meyer and Jake Robinson were going at it, Meyer was trying to pin him down like a WWE event. 4:11 to go in the contest. We remind you, you can come start a banking relationship at Community First Bank where you won't be disappointed. Community First Bank of the Heartland, welcome back to personal banking. The locations in Ida, Dix, and Woodlawn, as well as 2 branches in Mount Vernon. Woodlawn has the ball off the turnover. Webb to Owens. Owens with it between the circles. Those are right wing to Webb. Back to Owens. Owens thought about the 3 from the volleyball line. Did pull the trigger. Back to Webb on the right wing. Throws inside Hollenkamp from 12. Good. Great job by Woodlawn moving the basketball and breaking down that zone. Hollenkamp hits the mid-range jumper to give the Woodlawn lead back to 6.
There's no coincidence they're shooting 75% inside, 0% outside.
Long shot off the iron by Head. No good. Jake Robinson, another rebound. Very impressed with Mr. Robinson this evening so far with his play as a sophomore. Owens will dribble it up with 3:30 to go in the game. Woodlawn by 6. Hollenkamp at the elbow. High-low. Robinson is good. There goes Woodlawn again. Jake Robinson playing very well on the assist from Hollenkamp. New Athens with it, now down by 8. It's a 4-0 run by the Cardinals. Marlowe with it, throws top of the key. Ingles over on the right wing, 3 ball from Wacker all the way, no good. Low rebounded and blocked by F. Hollenkamp got called for a foul. However, I didn't think he fouled because he got off ball and it was right in front of us. If that's on Christian Hollenkamp, that's his 5th, and it is. And the senior will foul out with 9 points. There's the horn. Shane Whistle will have 30 seconds to make a decision on what he wants to do with the senior or who he's going to replace him with. Shane's going to get a talk in with the official about what happened and why. We'll get a scoreboard update while we wait on that. St. Louis and Washington NHL are tied at 1 in the second period. Michigan and Virginia are tied at 34 in the second half.
I wish we had some high school stuff at the Kaskaskia going on tonight in Carlisle. The tournament in Lebanon and the tournament in Harrisburg are the 3 hardest in Southern Illinois to get scores from, and those are the only tournaments going on outside of this one on the Tuesday night.
Things will pick up tomorrow night on the scoreboard update as half misses the first, and when they do, we'll have that scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens State Farm Insurance.
And I had one arranged for us, Meridian and West Frankfort, but when Meridian cancels school, they can't play, so that one's off.
Really? Did Helen cancel school today?
Yep.
3 minutes to go in this one before they end this game. It's 47-39 Woodlawn. Both free throws missed by Hepp, and Woodlawn has the basketball, 47-39. Owens right wing to Webb. Webb back to Owens. Against the zone to Hollenkamp, or I should say Harlow, top of the key, Hollenkamp's out. Webb shoots a 1-for-16 off the iron, dribbles to the floor. Meyer has it for New Athens. The Jackets fly up the court. They throw it in the left corner in front of us to Marlowe. He dribbles back out to the top of the key, pass to Ingles. Ingles holds, looks, throws it right wing to Wacker, back to Ingles, back to Wacker in the corner. Back to Ingles. Back to Wacker in the corner. We play pitch and catch back and forth. Here comes a shot by Hepp. It's off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Meyer. Shot off the glass. Goes in and out. Tip. Meyer, another rebound. Blocked by Robinson. But Meyer's going to go to the line and shoot two.
Too many chances that time for Tyler Meyer down low. I mean, I know he outside just about everybody that was fighting him down there, but you've got to try to get in a position, boxed out, slide him out of the way with your hip or something without getting caught, and try to get that rebound because he has had way too many chances tonight, and now he's back to the line shooting two.
Meyer will have 2 shots. First one is short off the iron. Come start a banking relationship, Community First Bank, where you won't be disappointed. Welcome back to Personal Bank, the locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon. We play along here. 2:11 to go. Meyer at the line for one more. He missed the first. Shot up and in. Meyer with a big game, a big body. It's 47-40. It's a 3-possession game. Woodlawn leads with 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the game. Owens will check out the pressure to Hateman over to Webb. Boy, AJ had to come get that pass. Hateman didn't get a lot of mustard on it. So Webb back to Owens between the circles. 47-40. Owens crisscross dribble down the lane behind the back dribble. Picks it up. Shot fake 15. Off the mark. There is Mr. Robinson in his neighborhood once again. And Jakes gives a foul. And my goodness, Mr. Robinson has come in and done some rebounding tonight.
Oh, and that just goes back to what we've talked about all night. You have to have people fill the gaps whenever you're having trouble somewhere. And that's exactly what Robinson's come in and done, the Admiral.
Owens in the left corner to Robinson, back to Harlow. They were looking for Owens. They defended it well. Now they get it to Owens, who lost it and is stolen away. Now Owens gets it back. Owens fought Eagles back, but New Athens is going to have to foul. They have 5 team fouls. They're going to have to foul eventually to send Woodlawn to the line and try to slow this game down. There's a foul by Ingles, and we missed the top of the hour break. We'll remind you, this is WMIX 94.1 FM, a free service of Withers Broadcasting.
Actually, we did not.
I just took care of it again, so there you go. 30-second timeout by New Athens. I'd rather be doing twice than not doing it all.
I got you.
1:29 to go. Woodlawn by 47-40.
I don't think you realize how good you are, though.
Well, I don't know about that, but we'll play on. And remind you that Crossroads Community Hospital will sponsor the player of the game tonight. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. 47-40, Chris. It's not been pretty, but again, when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, you think back to last year, New Athens gave Woodlawn all kinds of fits here as well, and we expected no different tonight from New Athens in this game against Woodlawn.
Well, and to be totally blatantly honest, after the horn sounds, I don't care how ugly it was as long as I've won. I don't care how ugly last night was until tomorrow when we have things to work on in practice, analyzing the film or whatever we have to do to try to make sure that whatever went wrong tonight doesn't happen in the next game against Valmar, because Valmar's team remembers what happened last year, and they're going to be gunning for you.
Woodlawn will trigger side out of bounds in front of their fans. Back to Phelps. He will dribble across. New Athens has to go man-to-man now, down 7. New Athens defends as Owens throws to Webb. Webb dribbles, gets it to Hateman. The defense picks up, and there's a foul. Hateman got gashed in the eye. He'll be fine. Wacker picks up his second.
Well, C9 fouls.
It is. Tough when you get whacked like that. Hateman will go to the line and shoot for 1-on-1. This will be his first trip of the year to the free throw line. Remember to stay tuned for an abbreviated.
I think I see. Wait, never mind. I was going to say, I see what you did there, but I know you didn't. I thought it was Wacker that committed the foul, but it wasn't. He got whacked, so I apologize.
But it's no good. Door open now. Meyer on the rebound to Ingles. Quickly the other way, New Athens up on the right wing to Wacker. His shot from 3, no good short. Owens on the rebound. Owens has it. 1 minute to go. Owens will dribble it up. Lots of hands going on here. He finds Robinson down below. Shot no good. Robinson was wide open and missed the layup. New Athens the other way. Ingles between two Cardinals. Kicks it down and looky there. Mr. Robinson has stolen the ball. Threw it back in, though, underneath the New Athens basket. Wacker picks it up and scored. 47-42. Can't throw the ball back in under the basket of another team's basket. Should have took it out of bounds with him. Owens. Now he'll foul by Ingles, and that is the wrong guy that you want to foul.
Well, I think, Danny, it was also a case that where Robinson threw it, there was a bunch of Cardinals, but nobody went after the basketball.
Yep.
So the gentleman that came in and got it had to come in from a pretty significant distance in order to get those points.
That's our Auto Body post-game show will follow, being an abbreviated one due to our friends from the B1047 coming in and doing the game after us. Stetzer Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies. This means Stetzer Auto Body gets your vehicle back on the road faster next time you have a collision. See the collision pros at Stetzer Auto Body, 602 South Park in Stetzer. Owens makes the first. He's got 25 of Woodlawn's 42 points. Actually, more than that, 48 points. He'll get one more, make them both. 26 now of 49. New Athens comes the other way, 34 seconds to go. Ingles throws here in the left corner to Schulte. He dribbles to the inside the three-point line. Shot does not hit iron. We got to tangle up for a jump ball, and Woodlawn will keep possession. Rebound, the Woodlawn possession arrow changes. Here comes the Ragland into the game. He will check in for somebody. He can't play with 6. I see they took out Mr. Wacker on this one. Here we go. They throw it into Webb. Webb's going to get fouled by Marlowe. Webb will go down the other end. A.J. Webb has not scored tonight, so he'll have an opportunity to get in the scorebook with a 49-42 lead with 26 seconds to go. Those wanting to listen to more high school basketball, Okawville and Valmeyer will follow this game here on WMIX. Webb, free throw, good. Senior gets his first points of his senior year. 50-42. Ozer will check in. Ragland will check out. Woodlawn has only A.J. Webb shooting the free throw. The other 4 Cardinals are back here in a little group in the free throw lane. Webb's second free throw off the mark, rebounded by Ingles. Ingles will bring it up. His Jackets down 8. Now he gets it back. 3 ball from Ingles on the way. Good. Timeout, New Athens. Ingles hits a 3 ball. Cuts the lead to 50-45. Second 3 of the quarter for Ingles. Played very, very well. After he started out slow, but then he kind of picked it up here. Being a senior, you expect him to play very well. But he has in the last 3 quarters of this game. Remember, the Stetzer Auto Body is going to follow this one. They remind you to drive safe on the way home from the ninth game. Next time you have an accident, see the collision pros at Stetzer Auto Body. Get back on the road faster. Stetzer Auto Body, 602 South Park in Stetzer. The next edition of the Jefferson County Showcase will come to you tomorrow night. Here from Okawville, the Woodlawn Cardinals will play in the 7:30 game against the Valmeyer. Chris and I will be on the air with the pregame show right around 7:20 or so, depending on the length of the first game. And then, of course, have the game between Woodlawn and Valmeyer tomorrow night on right here, 94.1 FM, WMIX, and livewithusradio.com. 50-45, Woodlawn by 5 with 18.8 to go. The obvious is in front of them. You inbound to a teammate. You're going to take a foul, and then you're going to have to go make free throws to extend the lead.
Woodlawn cheerleaders saving my life tonight.
Well, what'd you do, lose an ink pen cap? Oh, those pop off all the time.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Harlow inbounds. Length of the court to go. Gets into Hateman. He's mugged. He'll go to the other end and shoot 2, I believe. If scoreboard is correct. I believe it's 2.
Oh.
Unless they knew we were going to foul, put one up already. Nope, it'll be 2 shots for Mr. Hateman, who has 3 points on the evening. And he'll be at the line. Again, he's the only one in red down there. The other 4 red-dressed Cardinals are down on this end of the floor playing defense. Hateman makes the first. When Woodlawn's needed it, the free throws have been falling. 51-45. This one, when he makes it, or if he makes it, would make it a 3-possession game. Important to make this free throw. Up and in. Hateman makes both. It's a 3-possession game with 17 seconds. Quickly, Schulte up the way, leaves it for Wacker, drives to the rim, shot good. Timeout in New Athens. We'll do it again. 52-47. 10 seconds to go. Okawville and Valmeyer will follow here on WMIX. Our friends from the V will slide in on a break and take our spot. Isn't that how that works there format-wise for the radio lingo? Something like that. Something like that. We get to take one break, and then they will follow us. Maybe. We'll figure it out eventually. Woodlawn fans are all right standing up. It's not been pretty. It's not been something you want to hang your hat on for the rest of the year, but a win is going to be a win if you hang on. But again, last year, New Athens gave Woodlawn lots of trouble, and it's something you have to put
Exactly. It was similar last year. You come up to a 50-point drubbing the night before, and you almost lose to New Athens the next night. I mean, that's been typical of what we've seen out of New Athens Woodlawn games. Very typical. Typical.
Here we go. Harlow's going to trigger. What is going on? Horn's going off everywhere. A.J. Webb is fouled. Horn's going off. Can't get things straightened out. It's been kind of a circus over there, and that's how we'll leave it as. If A.J. Webb was fouled, he'll go to the line and shoot 2 on the other end. I guess scoreboard operators have their first week out, too, so you just have to kind of get the groove.
You got to be patient with everybody.
Yep. A.J. Webb shoots the first, makes it. He makes one more, and I'll pretty much seal the deal on this one.
For instance, I haven't done color commentary since 2010.
Oh, that's okay.
So,
couldn't tell. You're good. Made that free throw, 54-47. Woodlawn's going to end up winning. It's a matter of the final score, and oh, goodness gracious. We're going to have a 3-point foul shot. Gabe Owens got a little too close. He picked up his third. And
shows you what I know. I didn't even realize he was in the act of shooting.
I didn't either, but he was. First free throw, no good. He'll get 2 more. 5.1 seconds to go. It's 54-47 Woodlawn. Wacker at the line for the Jackets for 2 more after he was fouled on the 3-point attempt. That free throw's no good. Boy, that could have been handy. He'd have made 3.
Would have been huge.
But he didn't. He's still got 1 more. Now does he make it, take a chance, or miss it, try to get extra points? Maybe a teammate get it. Shot, good. Wacker makes 1 out of 3, and it's 54-48. They throw it in the Webb. He's fouled. Webb will walk to the other end, and the game continues.
The only problem with Wacker's free throws there is that he made the wrong one if he's only going to make 1 of 3.
Well, that's what I said. If you miss the first 2, it'd have probably been better to miss the third and take the opportunity. Maybe a teammate could have got a rebound, made it, got fouled, but to live another day and to figure that out later.
This is the world we live in.
Well, it's early in the year before people start putting in things like that, but that's something you think about. A.J. Webb's first free throw is good. A.J. starting to make some points at the line. 4 out of 5. He'll have 1 more here in the last minute of this game. Woodlawn's going to escape with a win. It wasn't pretty, but it's going to go in the left column, which is the most important thing. Webb makes them both. 56-48. With 3, with 2, with 1. Free throw up. No good as the three-pointer does not go. And the Woodlawn Cardinals begin the campaign with a 56-48 win over the New Athens Yellow Jackets. Chris Hugo will figure up the stats and scoring here as we move along. In this post-game show, it will be abbreviated due to the fact our friends from the V, 104.7, our sister station, will be here to follow us. And we are into the Setzer Auto Body post-game show. Sometimes things happen in an automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Setzer Auto Body. They can get you on the road quicker and in showroom condition. Setzer Auto Body, 602 South Park in Setzer. We'll step out for a break as we begin this post-game show. And when we come back, stats, scoring, and, of course, the Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game here on Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt Ford Dealer. You know the holiday shopping season is here, and of course, that means it's time for the Ford year-end celebration going on now at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. And that means great holiday offers on a great selection of Ford SUVs and crossovers, like the Ford Edge with an available EcoBoost. It has V6 power with inline 4 fuel economy. Ford Escape gets up to 28 miles per gallon with fuel economy Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 can't beat. And the Ford Explorer has available active park assist, adaptive cruise control, and best-in-class highway fuel economy. Plus, you get the newest technology, money-saving fuel economy, and right now, a great deal on a brand new Ford. What a great way to drive into the new year. So get to the Ford year-end celebration at Ford Square and take a look and drive one. I think you'll have a very happy new year. And remember, Ford Square at 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
People's National Bank understands how much small business means to a community. That's why we have been supporting the local economy of Southern Illinois for over 100 years by providing commercial loans to area businesses. And our loan decisions are made right here in Southern Illinois. Hi, this is Joe Gliosi, commercial banker for People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. Stop by 413 South 34th Street to find out what a true community bank is all about. People's National Bank, proudly supporting local small business since 1909. Member FDIC.
Does this sound familiar?
I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family...
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our jobs. For once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Sesser Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Welcome back to Okawville High School Lexington Gymnasium, where the Woodlawn Cardinals open their 2011-2012 season with a 56-48 win over the Okawville Rockets. This is, or I should say, the New Athens Yellow Jackets. Sesser Auto Body postgame show. Sometimes things happen in automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Sesser Auto Body. They can get you on the road quicker in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. Woodlawn wins tonight, 56-48. Chris Hugo is adding up the scoring to my right, and he can give us the scoring for this contest that just ended in front of us. Yeah, I will. Do my best. Do your best. I set my scorebook again. It's been almost a year since I've last done colors. So here we go. We have, for the New Athens Yellow Jackets, they fall here tonight 56-48. They had 2 in double digits. Leading the way was Tyler Meyer with 16. Chance Wacker had 14. Of course, 8 points for Adam Ingles, 4 apiece for Luke Barlow, and Jeremy Hepp, 2 for Blake Ragland. For the Woodlawn Cardinals, they had 1 man in double digits. That was Gabe Owens with 26. Christian Holland can't be fouled out, had 9. 6 points for Chris Barlow, 5 points apiece for Jake Robinson, Jason Hateman, and A.J. Webb give the Cardinals the 56-48 victory over the New Athens Yellow Jackets. And the Cardinals improved to 1-0, and we need to pick our, I scrambled through my sheet, the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. And Chris, I don't think there's any doubt as to who that would be. As this junior ended up with 26 points tonight, and that'd be Gabe Owens, 26 points. Of course, a phenomenal day from the field. Took probably a couple too many 3-point shots in that second half, but he drained most of the first half, finishing with a game-high 26 points and almost half of the Woodlawn offensive output. We're going to wrap up an abbreviated Sesser Auto Body post-game show. Gabe Owens is your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. For Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski, we're going to step out for a break. When you come back and listen, it'll be the Okawville Rockets and the Valmeyer Pirates here on WMIX as you have listened to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Thank you for listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body, Newell Furniture, and the General Store in Woodlawn, Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. For inside information before, during, and after the game, follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports or like WMIX Sports on Facebook. We are your home for news, talk, sports, and today's hot country. WMIX.